Hello! Welcome, y'all, to another Monsterhearts Vignettes. I am so excited. This one we're calling The RA Always Rings Twice. I have very cool humans with me who are going to play. I'm gonna pick on them and make them hype themselves up before we get started. I don't think there's any other orders of business to deal with. I'm not used to hosting things anymore. But I think that's it. Hi, if you don't know me, I'm Guilty. I usually stream cosplay or something else tabletop RPG related. GMing is a newer experience for me, but I'm very much in love with it and very thankful for these people letting me take up their time and send them along weird and wonderful stories. So thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh my heckin' gosh. Thank you guys for all the love and chat. Jeff, would you mind starting our introductions? Tell people who you are and what you do, and very briefly who your character is.
Cool. My name is Jeff Ellis. I use he, him, or they, them pronouns. I am a writer, game designer. I've done some uh, AP streaming in the past. And today I am going to be playing Lee Cutling, the ghost. Lee also uses they, them pronouns. Let's see, they have a round face with thick eyebrows and long, kind of bouncy, curly hair with curled bangs. Um, let's see, they're dressed. People would assume that they have a very vintage style. They're dressed like, for some reason, they might be from the 40s. Um, Kind of a big, chunky sweater with a very clean pressed white collar, some baggy pants rolled up to the knee. Yeah, and let's see, anything else super important at the moment? Um, no, that's it.
Okay. Awesome. Um, this way makes sense. Devin, do you mind telling us the same?
Yeah, I'm Devin. I
Awesome.
use he, him pronouns. I'm a musician and actual play podcaster. And I'm playing Lumen, which is the hollow skin. And Lumen, aka Lou, who uses any pronouns, is a cool, hot goth weremoth who is actually a non-existent shifting dream construct in everybody's collective imagination, made by a malevolent moon deity based on the collective consciousness of people who read a Twilight-esque young adult romance series based on local cryptid lore. They're also the lead singer of an underground electronic goth pop band. Sorry for the extremely convoluted character concept.
I love them already, and it's all so clear. Everything makes sense about them. And who are you, Devin?
Oh, I said earlier, I'm a
Sorry.
musician and actual play
Perfect.
podcaster.
Okay. I'm sorry. I
All
was
good.
expecting you to drop your band. Plug yourself.
Oh, yeah, my band's called the Y Axes.
Awesome. Kiwi, who are you? What you do? Who's Mav?
Look, I don't know how to follow up Devin and Lou after that, but I'm gonna try, okay? Kiwi, I use they them, and my character is Mev, also uses they them. And oh, what do I do? Nothing. I'm here. I watch people play
Not nothing.
games.
No.
I'm here today playing a game on stream when I normally look at other people play games on stream, but whatever. So Mav, my character, they are um really adorable, but also kind of intimidating. Somewhere in the middle, they're a thembo, whatever. Head empty, one thought, and it's their pet frog Ribbit. Um, that's all I got. Try to follow that one up, Void.
Okay, who's Ribbit? Show me Ribbit. Do it.
Um,
Where's he?
The bullying
Ribbit.
starts already.
All right, fine. I will follow that.
I
up.
love it.
Hi everyone. I'm Void. I use they them also. I'm a variety streamer. And I run my own game called Occultation that Guilty was great in as Tabitha. She actually
Love
came up
playing.
today in our chat. Okay, anyway. You can find that on the last Saturday of the month on my channel, Voidcat Gaming, Twitch. I stream Mondays, Tuesdays, and Saturdays. And this is Morgan. She's a queen. She would say she's a witch, but she just wishes she was. Anyway, so I started the first sorority on campus, and I rule it. We're also the first witches on campus, and we're the most amazing group. And we will be in the history of Gilbert College for a long, long time.
Amazing. And to round us out, Masaki, please let us know who you are and who you're playing and what all of those people get up to.
My name is Masaki. I use he, him, and I'm going to be starting a YouTube channel playing all sorts of very odd Japanese games. And I'm going to be starting to stream some of that, and I'm also going to be doing some political stuff too. I'm going to be playing a character called Ryoma Shimabukuro. He is a ghoul. He doesn't know how he died. He doesn't know he's dead quite yet. But he has like an eye patch, red hair, short red hair, and he wears a jacket that looks like a kimono top, and it's white and red.
Amazing. All right. I want to push you for more, but we'll figure it out. we'll all will be revealed in good time. So, our setting tonight is Gilbert College. Gilbert College is a small fictional liberal arts college in Mystic, Connecticut. It was founded in the mid-1800s and was in operation until 1920, when it shut down and the campus was officially vacant for 100 years. This past September, it reopened for the first time with an inaugural class and transfers in various grade levels. It's still a pretty small school, but yeah, 2020, in this alternate universe where there's no disease or anything, was its first semester, and it is now January 26th, 2021 at Gilbert College, and all of you, well, the students, have come back just in the past couple of weeks to school from their winter break. This is a small campus with old buildings, beautiful lush forest surrounding the main quad, and there's a light dusting of snow all around. It is currently 8 p.m. in the evening, and everyone is at Winch House, which maybe one day was Winchester House, but part of a sign fell off, and it is now just a beautiful old mansion, which was previously unused. However, Morgan and her sorority, which the administration has deemed must be coeducational and accept students, members of all genders, in order to be official on campus, is trying very hard to secure for, their organizations. So this is the first rush event of the season, and the university has allowed Morgan and the, the Mu Epsilon Deltas?
Mm-hmm.
to hold their event in the house.
Listen, I did a bunch of research about how frats and sororities name themselves for this, and it turns out to be pretty dumb. Right, so they come up with sayings, right? The sayings of the house, and then they use the first letter of each word of the saying, and that's how they pick the name, it turns out. I'm not going to tell you what the saying of the house is, though. That would be cheating.
Oh, I
It's a
really want to
secret.
know now. All right. Well, it is 8:15 p.m. on our fictional East Coast. And Morgan, you are definitely in the house.
For sure.
The band is pumping because obviously you got a band.
The band.
The band.
Are we having a party? Like, what's the vibe?
Morgan, what's the vibe?
Of course, we're having a party because everybody wants to be one of us, obviously. So we're just going to invite everybody, and then we're slowly going to kick them out, until we have the right people. Come play. You're definitely
Amazing.
playing the party, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So Lou's band, the Albedo
Albedo
Blues.
Yeah.
I wrote this down. How many members are in the band? And what do you
3.
play? Okay.
I'm the singer, and there's like a synth player and then somebody with a like electronic drum kit.
Perfect.
It's very like techno goth pop,
Perfect.
and there's like lots of cool lighting and it's a vibe.
Nice. Well, anyone is filtering in. Mav, you are kind of just everyone's popular friend. When do you show up? Are you early? Are you late?
Oh, gotta be late. Gotta be late.
Okay. All right. Well, then I will circle back. Lee,
Oh yeah.
kind of maybe
I'm-
live in this house, and now there's suddenly a lot of people here.
Live is an interesting choice of words, but I do hang out here a lot. And yeah, I think as we kind of watch this crowd of college kids mingling, dancing, enjoying Lou's band, we have all the pumping lights and everything, and we get this kind of spooky, like almost montage jumping between these flashing lights, and each time the light flashes and then goes out, you can see just this very like stoic, like non-binary person, like I described in the beginning. You can see Lee standing there looking at someone very close to them, not blinking, and then the light comes back on and then they're gone, and then they're at another person, and then another person, and eventually the montage ends with just Lee standing stoically next to the punch bowl, literally just staring out at everyone.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Ryoma, there are a lot of people here. There's a lot of youthful, dangerous energy here. There's a lot of potential for getting up to something inadvisable, I might say. What are you doing?
I'm probably just making it there since I have a very bad sense of direction.
This is his
And,
fatal flaw.
So I walk in and I look around. I see the band.
Mm-hmm.
I see a stage.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of get closer. I'm not bumping to the music or anything. I'm just like approaching the stage, and I just hang out there for a little bit.
Okay. Very cool. About this time, Mav, it's a fashionable o'clock for you to roll in. Once you do, what is your first stop?
Probably. Wait, is the band already playing at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. Then probably gonna. You know what? If there's a crowd, I'm gonna get up on there, and then I'm gonna stage dive.
Damn!
Unless you're playing on the floor, No, fuck it. I'm still doing
I
it.
kind of imagine this was like a living room kind of show. I don't know how you'd fit a stage in this like old Victorian sorority
You
house.
know,
But,
I hop up on the sofa
that's what I was going to
and
suggest.
Mhm.
just start going ham. There you go.
Perfect. What is your intention with this?
Intent.
Right. Thoughts? No thoughts. Head empty.
Head empty?
Roll for hot.
Oh,
You know-
Because
Oh,
I
you-
want to see how many people in the crowd you turn on with these ridiculous antics.
oh my goodness. Okay.
A 9. Okay. All right. You partially succeed. So that means they can pull a string on you or choose from new reactions. Okay. All right. So the crowd like happily like reaches up and like, you know, pushes you along. There aren't any like creepy lingering hands, but people like it's impressive that you make it all the way to the back without falling, where like anyone else who people would not be interested in, you know, supporting would already be on the ground from here. But once you get to the very back, a girl comes out of the crowd and like, you know, helps you up where, you know, the crowd peters out, people let you down. And gets kind of like nervous about it. And it's like, hi, that was really cool. I'm Ada. Oh my gosh, yes. What? Uh-oh. How is Kiwi muted? Hold on. What?
Are you right now? Chelsea?
I don't know. It's not a stream if you don't have technical issues. They can't hear you sing that.
I sang it for you.
Oh my god, thank you.
Yeah.
You want to
I'm
be my
actually
frog?
like this in real life.
How about now?
Check,
No?
check.
Yeah, now.
No.
Now. Check, check. Now. We got it.
Now?
Okay, cool.
How about now?
Oh,
Apologies.
okay. It looks like it.
Okay.
Okay. As I was saying. Uh,
I give you time to
Um,
be smooth.
okay. Mm. Yeah, thanks for letting me up. Want to see my frog?
Yes?
And then we talked about how Mav has taken like cloth off of different people, ripping it off their backpacks, shirt sleeves, whatever, and then like trying to sew it on, but they don't know how to sew, so it's like hot glue or glue stick, something like that. Anyway, pet frog stays in the pocket. Here's my frog. I'm gonna take them out. Do you like them?
Oh my gosh. That's like a poisonous frog. Are you sure you should be holding that?
What? I mean,
I love them, but maybe I shouldn't pet them.
it's probably fine. I've had this frog for a while. I don't really like, have any problems.
Right.
I don't know. I think it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna put them back. Don't worry about it.
Okay, well, maybe I'll see you later. And she disperses off to the punch bowl. Meeting friends,
There goes my chance to
influencing
shove her
people.
face into a wall.
Oh.
I mean, I would never.
Morgan, this is a great party that you have created.
Of course it is.
You have 2 coven members always at your sides, correct? This is
Helena and
Helena
Hermina.
and Hermina. Yes, okay.
They're dressed like twins, but they're not actually twins, which is funny because there's also a pair of twins who don't dress like the same.
We love that. So they have their arms crossed sort of in front of them and are, gazing out of the party. And every so often they like point someone out to you, sort of as if to say, is that a good person? Could we rush that person? And then they both look at you and wait for, approval.
No,
So as
no.
Ada walks away from Mav, they like, they're not sly about it either, but they point and look.
Are they pointing at Ava or Matt?
They're pointing at Ava.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Mav?
since they pointed her out as she's moving away from Mav, I will move in. Oh, what a sweet little familiar you have. What's his name?
This is Ribbit.
Ribbit. What a cute name. What
Right, I named them myself.
what species are they?
I don't know. They're just like red. So I don't
Oh.
know. They're cool
Well,
though.
you should come back tomorrow. I'm sure that Asteria would be so happy to figure out what species your frog is for you.
Who's Asteria?
Oh, she's one of the girls in the sorority. You'll meet her.
Oh.
She's still abroad with her parents.
Oh, okay.
But she's coming back tomorrow at 8 a.m.
You want me to be here at 8 a.m.?
You can stay the night if that's a problem.
I mean, I did leave my dorm key somewhere. I think I locked myself out, actually.
Well, I don't think that would be a problem.
Okay, cool. I would like that then.
Excellent. Let me find you a room.
Sounds good to
Exciting.
me.
In this haunted building.
It's fine. We don't gotta talk about it.
Not sus at all. Not sus. Okay. All right. Ryoma, you came here to chase thrills, and so far another person has dived on top of you. But you haven't gotten up to much. I mean, there is still a crowd here, but there's also a second story with like a little balcony that looks out over the party.
Okay.
You see Morgan and Mav ascending the stairs. What does Ryoma feel like right now?
We'll probably take the long way and go outside and then get up on the second story.
Incredible.
So,
All right.
and is there a ledge?
So you're gonna climb the side of the building.
And then get back in.
By, like, opening a window or what?
If it's open already. If it's locked, I'll just smash it. He'll go through.
Be careful, it's a very old building.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, yeah, go right ahead. Can you roll for me with cool to keep your cool while you're climbing up this, to 2-story building here. Oh my gosh. Also, thank you so heckin' much to everyone for live training chat. Y'all. Thank you. Thank you for all that. Okay. What do we got? A 10. Nice. Okay, so you keep your cool and you gain insight about the situation. So you can ask me as the MC or GM one question and take one forward towards your next action. So what would you like to know now that you're outside? Climb to this house. Or you could have just climbed up the stairs. Beautiful. Never take the easy way.
So well, is the window open? Did we decide that?
It's not like actively open, but it is unlocked.
Oh, okay.
So I can tell you that the easiest way to get inside would be to take the
Probably the stairs.
Now that you're already outside and on the building, the easiest way would be to stick to the drain pipe, and the second window to the left is unlocked.
Okay. I guess I'll go into the window, in through the window, and where do I end up?
You end up in a dark bedroom. It seems like there's no one in here. You get sort of a creepy feeling as soon as you walk in, though. You can hear the music from downstairs, so pumping, and there's a light under the door.
I'm assuming that would be the hallway, so I guess I would go and check and see if it's unlocked or see what's behind it.
Yeah. So once you open this door, the darkness in the room seems to resist the light a little unnaturally for a second, but then, the shadows recede, light spills in, and you're in the hallway looking out over the party. It's got sort of a, the walls with rooms on one end and then a balcony, and you're kind of looking down on where the band is playing right now.
Is there any type of like a chandelier or possibly a laundry basket?
You can have both, because I have no idea what you're going to do with the laundry basket.
And also, so are the stairs like just straight down, or do they just kind of go
It's
up
like
and around?
No, it's a beautiful sweeping, little like circular staircase moment.
Ryoma looks at the laundry basket and he gets a feeling that you should hop in that and go down the stairs. And there's the opposite thing where it's like, you should totally jump off the balcony. So,
I mean, there's probably people outside that would.
I'm gonna say,
is this?
Since this is inside overlooking the party, right? Okay. So he's like kind of torn, but eventually he has a really strong feeling he needs to jump off that balcony. like complete swan dive off of it.
Oh Lord. Okay, well, you do get one forward on it because you rolled well on keeping your cool. Oh Jesus. Roll with volatile. Let's see what you do.
Oh no. All right, let's see.
Partial succeed. Okay. Realma dives off the balcony and like spreads, like is gonna belly flop over the crowd. And then we immediately cut away to Lee, who has been hanging out next to the punch bowl. As soon as Ryoma broke into the window, you sensed that something weird was going on in your house. So you now
what was the
see
sense like? Yeah.
it was like another, like something out of place, like something's not where it belongs.
Okay.
So it just sort of like started eating up in your insides as non-corporeal or ostensibly theoretically corporeal as they might be. But now you see this person, you know, coming out onto the balcony, indoor balcony, looking around, picking up a laundry basket, putting it down, climbing up onto the banister, and then they jump out. I'm just wondering from Lee's perspective what the hell is going through their head while Ryoma is in like slow motion flight.
So Lee is having a hard time remembering if this is just a thing that people do. They haven't
That's
really
fair.
been in touch with society or the living for a while. And I think I think they know something about Ryoma that no one else in this room knows. And so I think because they know this thing, I think they don't actually move in any way to prevent this and actually just continue watching. But I think they what was the name of the woman that Math talked to?
Ava. Sorry, Ada.
Ada.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Lee was in the process of staring directly at this person unblinking, and then shifted and saw Ryoma getting ready to do this, and I think they just kind of reach over and kind of tap Ada a little bit, and then go, "Look," as Ryoma goes belly flopping into the crowd from the second story.
Oh my goodness, what is he doing? Ryoma, cut back to you. You got a 7?
All right. So,
So you have a choice here. You can land really poorly on the ground, or you can hit one person and do less damage to yourself. in the air, you can see, like, your trajectory allows for one of these two options. It's totally up to you.
I think I'll probably.
There's a guy in your way.
I'll go the WWE route and hit somebody.
Oh boy!
Oh no.
Perfect. All right. So, not to leave you in the air for even longer, but
I think we're playing an especially rowdy song during this too.
perfect. Yep. All right. Ryoma gets like a few seconds closer to the ground. And then we cut over to Lou. This is not the, wildest house party you've ever played, but it is the first time you've seen someone jump from the second floor. When you told Morgan that you would play her sorority rush event, is this what you expected?
I mean, I don't know what to expect. I'm in a similar boat as Lee. I'm still learning how humans work.
how to human? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well,
I only know how to be sexy and like, I don't know, delete people. But we'll get to that later.
It's absolutely working because there is a front row, so to say, surrounding your band of girls, guys, non-binary hotties, and they're just
I'll take all of it,
like
yeah.
enamored with you.
Can I roll to turn on the crowd?
Yeah, do it. Turn on the crowd.
I have a high hot stat, but I have a feeling this is gonna go weird. Oh, hell yes.
12! Oh, Lumen. Oh, yeah. All right. So with the 10 plus, what do you get? You get 2 of these?
Let's see. On a 10 plus, gain a
Yes.
string on them,
Gain
and
a
they choose a reaction from
string,
below.
And they choose one. Okay. All right. Go ahead and just describe to me in general which of these onlookers you would like to get your string on.
Let's see. I was gonna see if I could like manipulate the crowd as a single entity, sort of, in this moment of intense intimate performance. But yeah, if I have to choose, I don't know. It doesn't matter to me.
Okay. All right. There's a guy who seems like he's surrounded by female friends right at the front, and he's wearing like a collared purple shirt. Looks a little bit like overly fancy for this party, but like maybe he dressed up for something in particular. And in his back pocket, when he like turns around to jump up and down, hype up the crowd, you catch a glimpse of that novel.
Oh,
that
no.
glorious novel that spurned your creation. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, the Mothman romance. And he spins back around to you, and it's just he's gonna shout out to you and promise something you think he wants. And
I do that thing where I get up right in his face. I have the microphone. I almost like grab him by the chin and just like look deeply into his eyes. I think the lyric in this song is like you and me in syzygy, like planetary alignment.
Amazing. All right. He almost faints, but he catches himself and he like screams at you as you back away. Sign my chest! Have my babies! Come back to my dorm!
I'm still singing, so I can't respond.
Beautiful. But you have an open invitation from this human to
just eat them later.
Yes. Step on me, Moth Daddy.
Delete.
Delete me, Moth Daddy. Oh, by the way, I forgot to describe my outfit.
Ooh.
I'm very like masculine looking, but I'm wearing like a schoolgirl uniform, like a Catholic schoolgirl uniform, but as like goth as you can make it, but still be like in dress code. Even though there's no dress code at the school, that's just kind of like the look I wore tonight.
Beautiful. I love it. Cool. All right, so
Beautiful.
Ryoma, you are so close to the ground. There is one individual between you and the floor, and he's going down. This poor soul is like reasonably buff, not like sports player buff, but like probably goes to the gym. Kind of tall. Is wearing a Star Wars shirt and turns around right as you're about to get to them, eyes wide, and then splat, you are both on the ground. Please go ahead and take 2 harm for me. And this guy's knocked out.
Oh no.
All the rest of you see this
This was
too.
the same guy that I was like flirting with, right?
Okay,
good.
different guy.
Sidebar.
Oh man.
Flip.
All right.
Yeah, man down. So gravity did his job. You're on the floor on top of this human.
So I get up and I just look down at him and say, "Later, nerd," and walk away.
What?
No! Well, Lou, the crowd that was just all over you has now spun around and is like screaming. Half of them are just very excited for Ryoma and like cheering him on. The other half are concerned for their felled student. But the attention is away from you, unfortunately. Except for that one guy. And Morgan, someone has just like cracked the head of another student at your party. But y'all can do whatever you want.
Show must go on for me.
All right, sick. Lou is gonna keep playing.
Yeah.
Mav, Morgan.
I'm gonna go find Morgan and. I'm gonna go find Ryoma and kick him out.
Amazing. Lee, you watched this all happen. Ada is freaking out. She's gonna like run over to the guy, and there's like a crowd of people around him now. Oh my god, would you say he crashed the party? Shut up! Go home! I love you. Fuck. Yep, there's a crowd.
Yeah, I think Lee is kind of transfixed. There's the combination of people who are worried, people who are angry, and people who are like drunk and think this is the coolest fucking thing that's ever happened in their life.
Probably the sickest party that's happened so far at this school.
Right? Yeah. It all registers as this like immense feeling of life to Lee, and so they're just kind of sort of awestruck for a moment, and then feeling that Ada was really worried about Ryoma, who jumped off the thing, hit the guy. Lee walks over to where Ada is crouched over the person that Ryoma knocked down, and to comfort Ada, to let her know, it was never a problem. Ryoma's totally fine. Lee leans down to her and says, "It's okay. He's already dead."
that
They
you're
just wanna
talking
help.
about. Ada looks at you with terror in her eyes, turns back to the person on the ground, and like goes to check their pulse, and then looks at you and is like, they are dead.
Yeah.
A second later, the guy's eyes flick open. And he's like, whoa, what happened?
Do I get a sense that this gentleman who is opening his eyes after having his pulse checked and confirmed not there,
Mm-hmm.
do I get a sense of bonding with this person, maybe? Do I feel like maybe there's something between us?
I mean, she could have just missed when she put her but he doesn't feel as alive to you as the rest of the people in the room, that's for sure.
Can I use gaze into the abyss?
You can indeed.
So I want to
Roll dark.
Lee. I would say more than usual, but really just about as much as usual. Just kind of blanks and just stares forward. And I'm going to roll plus dark. Oh, did it go through? Oh, I see. I have to jump over to this. Modifiers. Oh. Okay, did it go through?
Partial success.
Partial success.
Okay. All right. So when you gaze into the abyss and get a partial success, the abyss shows you something, but it's confusing and sort of alarming visions. But there is an answer. So what question are you asking the abyss?
I want to know if this dude waking up has just woken up into a ghost life similar to mine.
Amazing. And what does it look like when Lee gazes into the abyss? When Lee gets in touch with extra normal things and stuff?
I think it looks like when Frodo puts the ring on, like just this constant, like turbulent, kind of like monochrome blue hue. But everyone around them who's alive kind of looks like when we see the ring wraiths, like they're just this bright white light. So depending on whether or not this person like is or isn't alive would be determined by like how bright they are, essentially.
Yeah. Okay, so your vision fades, and there are these bright, humanoid figures all around, and there is some sort of darkness down there, but it's churning, like the spot where if you looked down this person would be is just tumultuous. There's streaks of light across it. There seems to be a dark energy in the center, but there's also a dark energy if you look around, like all around this house. Something unlively is in the walls here. And so
Is that sorry, go ahead.
No, so there's light and there's
sorry.
dark.
Is that kind of dark energy, does that seem new to me, having lived in this house for 80 years?
No, that's how it usually is.
Okay.
The Winch house is just kind of creepy.
Yeah. Lee. Okay, so they're not shining bright like everybody else.
It seems like probably no.
Okay. Lee kind of takes a squat down beside them, and looks at him and says, and they say, well, you're gonna have a lot to learn. You're gonna start, really figuring some things out. Today is probably the first day of
What?
the rest of your life, so to speak.
Wait,
But
wait.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
He grabs your
Yeah.
hands.
Mm-hmm.
You know how this works?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a whole rigmarole. But if you need somebody to help you out, I can sort of walk you through the process. You're not going to be able to get much further than this house for a while, and then you're definitely not going on any vacations ever again.
Wait, no, this feels wrong. I need something to drink.
Oh, sure. There's
Eh.
punch.
Great. All right, he will stand up and go with you to the punch bowl. Lou, you're still playing. Mav and Morgan, you were headed up the stairs. And then this happened. Ryoma is headed towards the door? No, Ryoma's just hanging out.
I'm heading towards Ryoma then.
Beautiful.
Excuse me so much.
Were we together?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Before you are like, I wanna say to you, like, yo, that was cool as fuck. Don't you,
Ryoma?
like, no, to to Morgan.
Oh no!
Did you see that? Like, he just went like, boom.
Very sudden. Mm-hmm. If you'll excuse me for a sec.
Oh, okay, cool.
You know what? Helena, why don't you find a room for Mav here, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You just go with her.
Cool.
Yeah, can I shut Ryoma down?
You may attempt that, yes.
I will try.
Mav, Helena offers you her arm, but doesn't force you to go anywhere. She's just like, is your new tour guide.
Oh, cool. So where are we going?
Ooh. Helena starts to speak, but then pauses and isn't used to doing things without her sister. And so looks back at Morgan and Ryoma just in time to see Morgan get up to Ryoma and go to speak, but her voice cracks. Maybe she was like shouting along to the music too much, but it's just, whatever she was gonna say to him sort of comes out like, ah!
You can just get up.
Morgan, go ahead.
Excuse me. What are you doing?
Ryoma.
I obviously jumped off the balcony.
Mm-hmm. And you obviously also weren't invited, and you're definitely not joining this sorority if you're gonna do stuff like that at a party that nobody invited you to, so maybe you should leave.
I don't think I want to leave. All right.
And
Are
is
you
Ryoma still
attempting?
standing near Lee and...
I think I'm away from him.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. If you moved away from them but not towards the door, then you would have headed towards the stage. So you guys are doing all this in Lumen's eye shot with the pumping amp in the background.
I'm sure that's helping me a lot.
No,
Just like walks around
absolutely.
dancing. I'm like, oh, I wanted you to leave.
Absolutely. Ryoma, if you would like to attempt to shut down Morgan, you can, or you could just, try and like
Sure, I'll
slide
try.
your way through this situation. But it's up to you. To shut
Sure,
someone down would be a roll of cold.
Okay, I'll definitely do that.
Poor Morgan, things aren't going your way.
Oh, when do you ever want things to go to your character's way? That's boring.
I mean, if you can hide the body, this will be a pretty successful party.
Nice.
An 11. Oh no. Okay. On a 10 and up, you choose one from this list. Morgan, did you have a string on Ryoma?
I do not. No.
Okay. All right. You can gain one string on Morgan. You can give them a condition, or you can take one forward. And a condition in Monsterhearts works sort of like a reputation or a rumor or a name.
Guess all this. Oh well, what are the benefits of it, of a condition?
It can get in the way of future roles of theirs. It fucks with them.
Oh, okay.
If you give somebody the condition that they're a massive nerd, they're gonna have trouble like flirting with the jocks later.
Right.
Man,
If you give
this is
them
high school.
clumsy, they're probably not going to be good at running away. They'll take one backwards on that.
You know what? I'll just take a string.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Mark one string against Morgan.
Oh,
Because you have something on her now.
the ability to
Her
embarrass me.
power wavered, exactly, and no one saw but you. But you know, and you could play with this in the future. All right. Mav, are you following where Helena is trying to lead, or do you want to rejoin the party?
Well, I mean, Morgan told me to follow her, so I'm gonna just follow her. Whatever.
Okay. Helena will bring you up into the room that Ryoma ended up in, actually, when he
The
broke
weird
into your
feeling
house.
one.
Yeah, the sort of weird one. It's cold in there because he left the window open. That must be why, right? There's no other reason why it'd be cold in here.
No way. No way.
Mm-mm.
And she goes to flip on the light and nothing happens, and sort of like stands by the door awkwardly. Not sure to. She's in the door frame. Have you entered the door? Entered this room?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So she's just like sort of hanging out by the door now, looking like unsure of what to do, and starts trying to make conversation with you. Have you ever been in a Greek society before?
No, I'm not. That's not really for me. I'm not interested in that.
Oh, well, we at Mu Epsilon Delta are making our own organization and also chapter, and also we're the Morgan's the founder. Oh my gosh, she's so great. But like it's not exactly like maybe what you're expecting, and I mean we're gonna have like a lot of cool stuff at the house here. If you wanted to like move in or come by or hang out.
I mean, like, I already got my own dorm room.
Oh,
that I'm already
of
paying
course.
for.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I mean, maybe I consider it. I mean, you got parties. That's cool. Can can my frog also be a part of the sorority?
Oh my
Of the
gosh, you have a
Great
frog?
Yeah.
I mean, the administration told us that we had to rush like 30 people to be official, so a frog couldn't hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
You tell the
could it?
dean. And our 30th member.
Raven.
Hell yeah. Well, here's my frog. I hope they make it. Look, maybe they will join and I'll just hang out. Here you go.
Are you just showing them your frog, or are you trying to turn them on with your frog?
I'm not trying to turn them on.
Okay, just wanted to be clear.
No. I'm just like look, why wouldn't they be a member? Like,
Helena is swayed. She is going to plead the case of the frog to anyone who asks. But let's for now head back downstairs. Lee and the smushed one are by the punch. Morgan, you have been rebuffed. And Lumen, it's about time for like the break between sets. So, you know, everyone's like, your band are putting their bass in its stand, and you know their drumsticks. Actually, your drummer like throws the sticks out into the crowd to try and like get it amped again, get people distracted from the downer that was Ryoma.
The downer.
Uh-huh. But yeah, you're on a little break.
Yeah, I get the keyboard player to kind of like keep like a background music going, like maybe
Vamping.
put on a playlist just to keep the vibe.
Perfect.
You don't want it to just go suddenly silent at a party, especially if you're like the band, like, you know, not fulfilling your duty of entertainment and vibe setting. But yeah, that was kind of a lot to watch as I was trying to focus on performing. Who's still down here?
Everyone but Mav.
Okay. Yeah, I think I just kind of like grabbed the like guy that I was like flirting with in the front row and just kind of start like wandering around the party. I don't know.
Oh my
Looking
gosh,
sexy, trying to draw eyes, you know.
He is so excited to be on your arm, and his gaggle of girls comes with him. Like
Sick.
they're trailing behind you in sort of like a flying V formation.
I hate that.
I'm gonna have to get rid of them if I plan on deleting this guy and absorbing his entity later. But you know, we'll see.
Is this an internal monologue or
Just says that right out loud.
No, yeah. I imagine that Lumen does have like kind of cheesy pickup lines. This might have been like a line directly from that book where it's
Oh
like,
my gosh.
I've seen your death. Do you want to know about it? We were together. You were old. You were on your deathbed. We were surrounded by friends and family, and I was holding your hand as you passed.
he is
Wow.
smitten? Oh my gosh. So you've read it.
Oh, read what? What should I ask?
Nothing. There's like, you kind of really remind me of this character from a certain book. I don't know. It's kind of niche. Like, not everyone has heard of it.
Maybe I was the inspiration for the book, you know.
Is it called
Wait.
The Mothman Cometh?
I hope not.
No, that's the porn parody for the book.
Yuck. I don't know what the book's called. That I came up with this whole convoluted backstory, and I didn't come up with the title of
title?
the novel I was based off of.
Chat, let us know what like a Twilight version with a Mothman would be called. Lamplight?
Lamplight!
Ooh!
That's a second level meme right there.
I mean, my name is Lumen.
Oh my lord!
That was intentional.
Yes.
Well done, Jake.
The Lamplight Chronicles.
Yes,
Oh my God.
absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah, by Methany Steyer.
I'm Methany Steyer.
It's a pen name.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I wasn't really involved in all this drama, so I'm just still kind of like vibing. I haven't sensed that any like weirdness is going on. I think I'm kind of waiting to be reactionary, and still, you know,
Cool.
kind of asserting my control in this situation over my like little fanboy.
absolutely. So if you head up to like the table with the drinks and snacks and everything, the girl that Lee had been talking to is up there and like pouring herself some punch, and like looks up and sees you and like quickly makes you a glass and hands it off. But like she is deep in thought, staring over at Lee and his new friend. She's like holding on to the dipper of the punch and just like sending it over to people. Oh, sorry. Here you go.
Are you talking to Lee or to Lumen?
I'm assuming after it's that Lumen is coming up to the punch.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Let me pour myself some more punch, aka whiskey.
Amazing. She's like, I swear I've seen that guy before. What is going on? Morgan, where are you at?
Well, that one rebuffed me and went off dancing. So I guess since I'm running this party, the thing that I should do is go check on the person who got injured or whatever. So I'm gonna check up on them and you know, Retro over there.
Perfect. All right. Great. As you approach, they're like deep in conversation, and the guy still seems very confused.
You're going to try to go to a lot of places, and you're not going to be able to, and it's
Wait.
totally fine.
Wait, yeah, I did that, but then I got here. I got here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Before, you used to be able to go places in your automobiles, and you used to, you know, go down to your corner stores and drink your fun malts, and now
Wait.
you're not going to be able to.
In your iron horses.
On your iron, you used to ride your steam chariot. No, they're looking at him. They're like, and honestly, get used to this room for a while. You're
Wait.
just gonna kind of wander around and push things off desks, and eventually, when that gets boring, you'll start to wander out a bit more. Over time, you may even be able to go outside. You have a lot of time to think about it.
What are you going on about, Sepiatone?
Hmm?
What? Are you inviting this young gentleman to live here?
Wait,
Well, I mean, you saw what happened.
I mean, could I? 'Cause like that's kind of why I came here tonight. I heard you were rushing, and
yes, of course.
you know, had rooms and stuff. Sorry, I'm George. He him.
George. Well, yes, of course we are rushing, and if you're interested, then just stick around after the party. I just want to make sure that I check in with everyone and that nobody's being invited without my say-so.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
How are you? That landed
dizzy?
on a little hard there. Do you need a drink?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll take a drink.
Let me fetch that for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
When I
go
come
ahead.
back with the drink, I'm gonna roll to turn him on. Just warning you in advance.
Amazing. As soon as Morgan walks away, though, George is gonna turn to Lee and be like, "Wait, but like, when you did they take all your stuff too? 'Cause like I can't find all my stuff. My stuff is gone."
Do you like my sweater?
Wait, uh, yeah. I mean, you look really cool. I mean, the whole thing is super great. Like, you look great. But like, I used to have things in a dorm in Porter Hall and in 312, and like I had stuff, and then like I went there and there was no things, and I came here, and then I don't know.
What's George wearing?
George is wearing a Star Wars t-shirt and
right.
you know, kind of faded jeans. It's maybe surprising that he walked all the way there in the snow without a jacket, but like, I don't know, there's a pile of coats by the door, so any of those could have been his.
Lee looks at George a little bit longer. They wouldn't. Damn it. I really want to know what art style this Star Wars shirt is in, but Lee would not know to ask that or think about that or know what Star Wars is.
Oh, and they're always making throwbacks too.
What is a Star War?
Lee says, when did you go to your dorm room and all of your things were gone? Just now?
I don't know, man. Like, time is weird since after the stuff that you're talking about, you know? Like, I woke up and like I didn't know what was happening, and like I
When
don't
you
know,
woke up on
maybe
the
like
floor just now?
no. No. Well, I did, but then no, a little while before. Maybe like I don't know, a few weeks or months ago? It couldn't have been years. Wait, what year is it, man?
Oh, I am there. You should consider. Actually, you know what? Oh, here comes Morgan. She can help you with years.
Morgan,
Lee completely stops talking and just fades backwards.
I think I might
And
have
just
like a concussion. What year is it?
2021?
Oh shit, yeah. It's like, and he like looks around for Lee. Yesterday was 2020.
Yesterday was.
They're terrible with dates.
I'm
Forget
so
that.
bad with dates.
Yeah, just terrible. Here's your drink. Did
Oh,
you say
cool,
yesterday
thank you.
was?
Yeah, I mean, like, I just hit my head and stuff, so, you know.
It is January. It's so hard to keep years straight.
Oh, it's January, huh? Yeah, I knew that. That is a thing that I knew.
Are you doing all right? Maybe you shouldn't drink this.
Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, here. You know, do you have any water? Or maybe I'll just, like, go over to the... yeah. He leaves you guys and walks over to the drink table.
What's up with that? What's going on with him, Sepia Tone?
Lee is now literally standing over Morgan's shoulder. I have no idea. I thought I knew.
I told you not to do that. Okay. Back off a little
Sorry.
bit.
Right. No, we talked about it.
Bubble! Personal
Yes.
bubble! Okay.
Yep. I'm so sorry. I know we talked about this. Was 20... He said 2020 was yesterday, but I want to say it wasn't.
It was not.
Okay.
Time is a construct.
Says the construct. Thank you.
You don't know that.
I don't know that. You're not in this conversation. What?
With Lumen's I assume still at the drink table that George is now going to. I
Mhm.
think Lee is like hard locked on Lumen, looking directly at them, just like wide-eyed, and just says to Morgan, "We should watch, see how Lumen reacts."
Ooh. I love watching.
Me too.
This man is like a ghost now, right?
It seems that way.
I mean, do we need to look into the dark checks for that? Or whatever.
Lee
look into the
Lee
unknown?
looked at Lee
Yeah,
gazed
I
into
kinda
the
already did
void
mine.
and like got a strong sense that that was probably the case, that they were a ghost indeed, or were not living.
Complaining about someone moving all their shit seems reasonable for ghosts. You died, we moved your shit, you came back. Ugh, sorry.
Oops. Yeah. But yeah, he. Would you like to roll to look into the void? Gaze into the void.
No, I'm just gonna watch for now.
All right. The creepy squad is on it. Lumen, you were at the drink table, having gotten your, plastic cup of jungle juice from Ada, and Ryoma, you were by the stage, but now the music stopped. So, where do you want to hang out? There's a whole big house to explore, but there's also a lot of people down here.
Ryoma gets a very strong feeling to go back up to the room that he went into. So,
okay.
He's gonna head up back there.
Perfect. All right. So as you head up the stairs, Lumen, you're approached by George, and he kind of avoids your gaze and scoots past you down the table. But before he can get too far, the girl that had handed you your drink, Ada, reaches out to him and says, "George?" He's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Never mind. Let's him continue on." But she looks back at you, Lou, and is like, "Do you ever get the feeling like something's not real?"
No.
Okay, yeah, it's probably just me. Right. Okay. Excuse me.
Is something the matter?
I don't know. I get the weirdest feeling whenever I see that guy. Like, I thought that I knew him, and I knew his name, so I must have met him before, but there's also this strong part of me that says he doesn't exist.
We all hide.
God, I'm so drunk, right? I'm like so drunk, right?
I mean, we all hide a darkness. We all have another self that others cannot perceive, and we do not let others perceive of us.
Yeah.
Right, and I look to the guy around my arm.
He is like nodding his head vigorously, like yes, and then he reaches into his back pocket and takes out lamplight, and then passes it over to Ada and says, "Read this. It'll answer so many of your questions about life, the universe, and everything."
Oh my god.
Yikes.
This dork.
Ryoma, you have headed upstairs. There's now a girl in the doorway to the empty room, or previously empty room, that you broke into. She's looking at a bright red frog.
Okay, so Rima walks by her and gets up and looks at the frog, and he just like goes to her, "Nice frog," and then moves her out of the way, and then goes into the room.
Excuse me. Do you, oh my god, you're that guy. Wait, Morgan was supposed to deal with you. Wait, hold on. She leaves. She's running downstairs to get Morgan. Mav, you're in this room.
Yo, put my frog back. That fucking stunt you did? So cool. Alright. Are you about to do it again?
Probably not. It's a one-time deal. And plus I had a feeling in this room that I wanted to check out.
Oh, you're gonna vibe check. I get it. I'll let you be. Alright. I'm gonna go back downstairs. Alright? I'll see you later though.
Amazing. All right, Ryoma, would you like to roll to gaze into the abyss?
Sure.
Okay. If you're vibe checking the room, I'm just guessing that you're gonna have to roll dark.
Okay.
Ooh! And with an 11, the abyss shows you lucid visions, and you take one forward towards dressing them. What are you asking of the darkness, and what does this look like for your character? Like, how does he tap into the supernatural?
It's probably more of like a feeling because he already has like the feeling to jump off the ledge and everything. So he just kind of gets information that way. So I would think he's trying to find out why this particular room is he gets a weird feeling from.
Okay, so you're tapping into your spidey senses.
Pretty
Cool.
much, yeah.
Okay. So with an 11, I guess as Ryoma closes his eyes and like starts to become one with this ethereal darkness, a very clear vision of the house from the outside comes to him, and he can spin it around, sort of like a model in its mind, and from there in the room he can see himself outside, opening up the window to climb in, but at the same time, whoosh, around to the front of the house, there's an individual entering, and he walks in. He kind of like looks around, lost, confused, surprised he was able to make it in, and then walks out to the middle of the dance floor and stands there alone with no one really around, not talking to anyone. And then looks up, and suddenly you see yourself falling. Again, you collide, and the vision is over with. But all around this guy, as you were seeing him walk in, there's just this weird aura. And that's what was like seeping up to this room and drawing you out.
Okay.
Tight. I think it's almost time for us to take a break.
Okay.
Just making sure we don't have any loose strings. Lee, Lumen, Mav, Morgan. You know what? I take 2 more minutes. So y'all are vibing downstairs. Lee and Morgan, creeping club, watching this interaction with Lou and George. Lou, do they see anything out of the ordinary? It seems like your interaction was a little bit cut short by Ada's insistence that something was amiss.
That's a good question because we talked about this earlier. I don't know if we did this on stream, but like I thought that Lee probably saw me as full-on moth person because everybody sort of sees me as they perceive me through their imagination. So like I look differently to every person, and I probably look horrifying to somebody who doesn't have like a proper consciousness, who is just like an echo of a person. So they might be extremely unsettled by me. I at least look monstrous, more monstrous to them than I do to anybody else at this party, besides Lee.
Amazing. So Morgan, you're watching two humans interact. Lee, you're watching a humanoid Mothman, but still somehow sexy. And a Star Wars nerd interact. But they're kind of just like two ships passing in the night. And Mav comes back downstairs, you know, looking around for what's good. A campus security officer walks in and like shakes some snow off of his shoulders. Looks around and then finds Morgan. Walks up to her, is like, "Hey, Morgan Yarwood, you were
That's
the
me.
person of record for this party?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. We're gonna need y'all to shut it down. Noise permits.
Right, of course. The dean let me know. I'll take care of it right away.
Cool. I mean, I don't want to be like a hard ass or anything. It's just that there's board meetings this week and we got to make a good impression
Of course.
People
take
with
care of
money. Okay. Be back around in 5. Just check up on you. If you have any disorderlies, let me know.
I'll be sure to use you.
Old Bud's got your back.
Thank you.
All right, he will nod to the crowd and take his leave.
Bye, officer.
Lou, your band is packing up. People are generally filtering out because the music has stopped.
It's an early party. Wow.
It is early. But,
Hey, listen, it's a rush event. Some people are staying behind.
Yeah. I at least have a potential victim already lined up, so I'm okay.
Just the 4 of you. Everybody else leave.
I've explicitly not asked this man what his name is.
You have not, and honestly, it's a power move, and I'm a fan. So...
Has he noticed?
No. All right, so people are leaving. The party is winding down. Closing time starts echoing in everyone's heads.
I was about to say, I would not have allowed that.
I would picture a different song.
It's weird. It's just like you tapped into the abyss, and then suddenly, exactly, Top 40 from 20 years ago is playing. And with that earworm, we're going to take a quick 10-minute break. We'll be back at 9:43 Mountain Time. Mountain Daylight? Are we Mountain Daylight, Mountain Standard? I don't know. Arizona's
are you one of those
weird,
time zones
yeah.
that's
We should abolish the whole thing anyway, so
Yeah.
We don't know what time is here in AZ. We'll see you in 10. All right, bye, y'all. Well, hello, welcome back. We are playing a game of Monsterhearts 2. This is a group of what would be sorority sisters in the gender neutral sense. At Gilbert College, just trying to have a good time. Let's see, so far a man has been crushed, is currently dead. A few other people are currently dead. Some of them know it, some of them don't. Ryoma has vibe checked the house and determined that something spooky is afoot. Mav has shown their frog ribbit to everyone at the party and secured a pledge invitation for them. the frog that is.
The frog, yeah.
Yeah. Lumen has knocked it out of the water with their band's show. Lee and Morgan have witnessed something quite weird go on. And now campus security is trying to clear everyone out. So, Morgan, you've just gotten the 5-minute warning from Bud. Campus police. Well, people are milling out. But I believe you said you wanted to hold some people back for activities.
Yeah, it's a rush.
Okay. All right. Cool. So you have your ladies by your sides.
Helena and Hermina.
Helena and Hermina have rejoined you, and as people are leaving, they are doing the point thing again and like making sure that you're not telling them to like go over and take someone from the door. Mm-hmm. So they're like, that person? That person? And Helena is trying to get a word in with you, but Hermina just keeps like elbowing her, like, shut up, we're busy right now. But she's like, up, Morgan, upstairs, the
Upstairs. Stop it. What?
The guy who did the belly flop onto people. He's like upstairs in a room.
Why don't you two just take care of the rushes and I'll take care of that, okay? Just forget about it.
Yes.
Forget about it.
Of course, ma'am. But who do we let out the door?
Oh my god.
They start.
I'll do it myself. And I'm just gonna like go to the front door and be like, okay, it's so nice to see you, so nice to see you. Oh, why don't you hold on? So nice to see you, because clearly they can't do anything by themselves.
No, they're just like perched on either one of your shoulders and like waving at people goodbye. So, all right, Lou's band packs up and is heading out the door. Lou, are you gonna leave through the front door?
I'm not going anywhere. I live here.
Okay, perfect. All right, you're not moving. Lee,
I turn into a moth and I'd hang out in a closet somewhere.
That's why all my sweaters have holes. God.
Hold on, can you do that?
Can I turn into a moth?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Can a Mothman turn into a moth?
To be determined.
Instead of glistening in the sunlight, you turn into a moth.
I am a dream construct. I feel like I can kind of do whatever. As long as it's, in the theme.
Amazing.
Always up
No,
for the
if you're not moving towards the door though, your attaché is going to like give you that dazzled look again and just be like, Lou, you're so cool. Like you were just so cool. And this is a holdover from your hot roll on them before. But go ahead and take the condition cool dude.
Is that how conditions work? You can
Yes.
be cool as a condition? Okay.
This is high school, man.
All right. I thought it was college.
I mean, you're all freshmen, so
Whatever.
like close enough.
Teenagers, young 20s, same difference. What's the difference?
Wow. As a condition, this is just giving me more fuel for the fire, so that's fine.
You kept them around this long. They're going to give you certain benefits.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay. All right. Mav, are you going to make your way to the door?
No, because I was told I was spending the night, so.
You were indeed. Amazing. Lee, what about you?
Lee is wherever George is, and standing extremely close to him.
Okay. All right. Fair. George is looking to you, like, what should we do?
What should we do? What?
What? I told you, I used to live in Porterhouse. I think, like, I'm fucking sure of it, man. I lived there, and now my stuff's not there, and I don't have a room. Do you think if I, like, ask them nicely, they'll just let me stay?
I have no idea what Morgan would do at any given time. Nor do I fully understand what your whole deal is. So, I'm going to ask you... This is kind of a... This is kind of a no-no rule that we have. But I'm just going to ask you point blank.
What?
And Lee leans in real close.
Uh-huh.
Not aggressively, but obliviously.
Mm-hmm.
Looking dead into George's eyes, not blinking.
Mm-hmm.
Are you dead?
I think so.
Oh, yeah. Most of the living people I talk to just come out with a no right away. That's
Fuck!
not a good sign.
Fuck!
It's not a good sign.
Ugh.
Mm-mm.
Lee, go ahead and take 1 harm.
Ooh, okay.
Because you've just had an intimate moment with George. Yeah, you've truly listened to their struggles. He's gonna heal 1 harm. He feels a little bit better from talking to you. I mean, he's having an existential crisis, but he feels a little bit better because, like, at least you know what's going on. But yeah,
so you're doing
you
that
get 1 harm.
transference. Cool.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I'm dead.
Yeah. No, yeah.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
No, yeah. Mm-hmm.
George is shouting now. If anyone else is in the room, they might notice. They definitely
I'm gonna rush
notice.
everyone else faster.
I'm dead. I
Shut up.
am dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, like,
I
did
am.
you make a funny joke and you're like dead, like from laughing, like yo, that was so funny that I'm dead. Like,
yeah.
Yes. George, look at me. Just say yes, that was it.
There's worse things than being dead.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. Wait, you. He. Yeah. Do you have, like, ears on, man?
Ooh, right.
Is this part of being dead? Do I see ears on people? Wait, no one else has them. Wait, yes, you do. He reaches out to Mav and, like, goes to caress your ears if you allow him. He, like, pauses right before. He's like, wait, consent is sexy. Can I touch your ears, please?
yeah, go for it.
Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, they've got ears. But you, and he's looking straight at Lou, you've got, like, whoa.
Lee looks at Lumen and just mouths, "I'm so sorry."
It's fine. I thrive on attention.
Your guy is looking kind of jealous now, though. He's like, wait, what is he talking about? Like, of course you've got ears. Like, everybody has ears. Like, what? Is this guy rolling?
Come on, he watched me make out with my keyboard player mid-set.
Fair.
I mean, I put my hand on the small of his back just to kind
Ooh.
of like let him know that things are still fine.
Ooh.
Don't worry about it.
Ooh. Okay. All right. He is mollified. Ryoma, you have come out of your vision, and you're now standing in a dark room. The door to the hallway is open. You can hear the sound of voices and footsteps as people seem to be making their way towards the door. What would you like to do?
I'll head out of the room and just kind of check stuff out.
Cool.
And
Okay. Yeah, you got a good vantage point up here. You can see that there aren't too many people left in the living room, but one of them, oh, it's the guy that you fell on, is, up and walking around again, and he's like pointing at Lou, and Lee is sort of like flitting up from behind one shoulder and then behind the other, and it's like seems like he's thinking about doing something to hold him back, but is like not getting involved. You also see Morgan, seeing the last people out. Her gang closes doors. The twins, the actual twins, go to start, tossing cups in the trash. The fake twins, are on either side of her as she heads towards the little cluster of people that is Lou, Lee, George, and Mav. Morgan, these people are making a fuss in your house. Is there anyone else that you've kept behind?
Yeah, probably a couple of like freshmen that are like anxious. That person who was super invested in staying before, that was already George, wasn't it? No, not George. The dead one. No, the dead one is George. Okay. I mean, I knew he was probably gonna stay because Lee was talking to him, and I was like, "All right, of course you can stay." So I'm fine with that. I expect Lee to stick around. There's something about Lee, like I just never expect them to leave. They're usually here. Like we have a weird relationship. I'm not like a huge fan of them being here, but I'm not gonna kick them out. Whatever.
You can't.
Lou's stuff is still here. Why isn't your band finished packing up yet?
I mean, I thought my band could stay.
Fine. Are any of them trying to rush?
I mean, they do whatever I ask them to, so probably.
So yes then. Right?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Fine. And I suppose that girl that was here earlier, what was her name?
Ah, so you pulled Ada out of the crowd. Cool.
Ada. Yeah, we'll take her.
Okay.
She seems
all
to know
right.
the right people.
This is like dodgeball, just picking who's on your team.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what this is like. That one can leave, that one can leave, that one can leave, that one can leave. I guess I'll take you, but only because you're coming along. Oh, and Froggy.
Ribbit.
And Matt, I guess. Yeah. Froggy's rushing.
Ribbit.
Helena told me that Froggy was interested in rushing, so, I mean...
Their name is Ribbit.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Ribbit.
You're gonna be sorry, don't worry.
Damn! Alright, so Ryoma, the whole trash squad is downstairs. If you're gonna jump, now's the time. But if you want to, make your way down in a more inconspicuous manner, go ahead.
No, I'm gonna make an entrance.
Oh God.
He wants to do like a flip over and then try to land on his feet in front, right by him. Because he likes to impress people.
He wants to do a flip? Okay, he's trying to impress
Yes.
people. Roll Roll to turn them on. Roll with hot.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
An 8? You partially succeed. Okay, perfect. So, who of this crowd would you like to single out as the person who is most taken with your display? Morgan. Oh, poor Morgan. Okay. Morgan, you can choose. You give yourself to Ryoma. You promise something that you think he wants. You get embarrassed and act awkward. Or you can give him another string. Something you think he wants. Amazing. So Ryoma, explain this move to me, please.
He just lands on his feet, turns to Morgan and says, "Sup, Squeaks?"
Morgan?
You're not gonna leave, are you?
Probably not.
All right, fine. I suppose you can stay for Rush.
Okay.
Is this everyone? As if I did know it was everyone.
Yeah, it looks like it. So, your minions take their tally. Hermina says, yep, yes, this is everybody. Okay, come on, little rushies. Come over to the couch with us, and we will tell you the story of our founding. And they usher the crowd that way.
Didn't founding happen like this year?
Yes, I have instructed them to tell a fabulous story about what an amazing person I am. Obviously.
Now, do they actually show Ryoma the way over there, or does he go somewhere else?
Totally up to you. They're gonna usher over, like the various other people who Morgan picked out of the crowd. Ada looks hesitant to leave and is sort of like hanging around Lou since Lou connected with her. So she'll look to them to see what to do.
I want to get a vibe check on this Ada.
Do it. All right. Are you going to gaze into the abyss?
Yeah, I can. I have an additional thing for gaze into the abyss, but I don't know if it's appropriate here.
Okay.
I can, when I gaze into the abyss, I can also you can also show me what I must become, and I can permanently swap 2 of my stats. But I feel like it's not. I don't know if that's appropriate yet. So I'm probably gonna gaze into the abyss without that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Ooh, even with a +2, it's a 7.
Okay.
I'm very hot and very dark, but
Oh yeah. Very dark.
And -1 and everything else, but we're not gonna talk about that.
So, on a 7, you get like a vague picture of what's going on. What is your question about Ada, and what does it look like when you connect with these otherworldly forces?
Was she the same one that was like, does it ever feel like some people aren't real?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it seems like she's like, I'm skeptical of her, and I'm like worried about her because I don't want her to see through my whole deal.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see like what is going on with her. Has she sort of tuned into the supernatural, and if so, how can I hide my my identity or my purpose to her.
Is she tuned into the supernatural? That's like the root of your question.
Yeah.
Okay. So what does it look like when you use your dark powers too?
I think I like kind of Mothman style get like prescience sort of, and I'm like seeing the past, the present, and the future like all simultaneously in sort of a montage. And I'm just trying to like zone in on her in that timeline.
Nice. So literary. Oh my gosh. Okay, so your eyes flutter close for like the briefest of moments, and in that moment, it's like someone's flipping pages of a worn paperback. And when this works well for you, they open on a page and that montage plays out. But it's kind of tough to tell what's going on now because the pages keep flipping one on top of another. But you see the girl, you see Ada, walking through the halls, the empty halls of a dormitory, and looking into rooms, and her footprints are wet. You can hear them in your mind. But as she looks into room after room, they're all empty. And finally she turns and sees the hallway's no longer empty, but there's this beautiful woman at the other end. She looks exquisite. She's blurry in your mind, but you just get this feeling of opulence and perfection from her. And as Ada registers this, her gaze then falls to the ground where the bloody footprints lead to her feet, and now all she sees is her feet and the darkness.
So that's the alarming part of the vision?
It all, yes. Well, I mean, it all feels very real, though. It doesn't feel like she's seeing things that aren't there.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like this happened, but the person and the hall, and there's light.
Do I recognize what building this is?
Yeah, this is Porter Hall, the one right next door.
Okay. Does she seem like okay, or is she having like sort of an existential time?
Oh, she's having a time.
Okay. Are you doing all right? I know
no.
this rush thing is kind of boring. This story that they're telling about the great founding of this legendary house.
Right. I mean, I'm kind of only here to keep an eye on George. I mean, here, she ushers you towards a window, and it's a smaller, draftier corner, and she'll whisper to you, I feel like he's in my mind, but I don't know how or why. I don't know. This is weird. I don't remember taking anything.
The world is much more complex than you might have known. and it'd be in your best interest to embrace it.
Okay. Are you like one of those like those hippie types like hang out on the hill and you know do the chakras thing? Can you align
no.
me?
They got it all wrong, trust me.
Trust you.
There's something just terrifying in trying to get Lumen to like align your chakras. Just like that's not gonna go the way you think.
Okay.
I don't know if there's anything I can say to comfort this woman, though. Everything I've been saying is probably going to upset her even more.
Totally fine. It is a little bit obvious, though, that she's dragged you off alone. So if anyone else wants to dip out on story time, you can feel free to tell me what you're doing.
Lee has been standing behind the couch where people are sitting, listening to this speech, and just going, no, that never happened. No, not that one. No, that's true. And as soon as they see Lumen walk over with Ada, is there an equivalent in this game to stealth?
Yeah, I'd say keep your cool.
Keep your cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you're trying to do something like that would garner some sort of response.
Unnoticed.
Yeah. It's like risky.
Yeah.
If you were to be caught.
So it would be plus cold or
plus
cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's roll that. Let's roll that, and then we'll let the dice kind of determine how this goes. Oh, right, and then it asks me a bunch of questions. Hold
on. We like that roll. Okay, all right. On a 10 plus, you keep your cool and gain insight, so you can ask the MC a question and take one forward.
Ooh. I take. Okay, so and the plus one forward is like can be spent wherever, or is it for this specific thing?
Yeah, take one forward when you're acting on that information that I give you.
Okay. Sorry. Man. What do I know about recent events in Porterhouse? Are there any school rumors, any, stuff that someone who theoretically could walk through walls and doesn't age and spends a lot of time walking around the campus might have overheard?
Yeah. Let's see, you were hanging out on the front porch of Winch House like you do a few weeks ago over winter break. There wasn't really anyone on campus, but you remember this day in particular because there was like a really pretty blue jay in the tree across from you. And you were like, vibing with this bird. And the bird was vibing with you. Lou was there, and you were like, no, don't go near the bird. It could eat you. And they were like, okay, cool. But then...
You're a very small moth.
Really funny if Lumen just gets eaten by a bird out of nowhere. Like...
That's their only weakness.
Birds. Just... any generic bird.
Yeah, so you're hanging out, and then this bird all of a sudden like flies out of the tree because it was disturbed by a sound, and the sound was the voices of two men with like these big black trunks between them, and they're coming out of Porterhouse and kind of walking across the quad, like cutting across, and then to like an unmarked truck and putting the stuff in. And they're like, you know, talking with each other, complaining about how heavy it is. And they make a couple of trips back and forth. And then the last trip they make, they're remarking on how weird it is that they had to do so much cleanup, but there was no body.
Okay.
And one of them is like waving around a little children's toy. It's weird, sort of phallic, plastic and metal. It's glowing light. It goes vroom vroom as they wave it in the air. And say, well, at least I got this out of it. You gonna tell the boss? No. No, we did our job. We cleaned up. They get in the truck and they drive away.
And George said that the last place you remember being was Porterhouse, right? Okay. So that I get that information in addition to succeeding on what I was trying to do, right?
Yeah, what were
As
you
part of
trying to do?
So here's what I was trying to do. Without anyone noticing, and this, so backtrack, keep everybody in line on the scene. Lee sees Lou walk off, and wanting to know what Lou and Ada are talking about. Lee stops commenting over everybody's shoulder, and in the brief sigh of relief that they all feel, is able to dip out without anyone noticing, phase through the wall of the house, and essentially walk over to where the window is that they're standing next to. And I think Lou sees this, but essentially Lou is talking to Ada, and just like in the background in the window, we just see just silently watching and listening to this conversation.
I see it in
It's an old
shrug
house,
because
they
I
got
know
thin
already.
windows.
Lee knows
you don't
everything.
react because, yeah.
Oh, Lee's listening again. Weird.
Oh, weird.
Amazing.
It reminds me of that old picture of the guy sitting behind people at a magic tournament.
Yes. Totally.
The guy doing that pose in front of all of them.
Yeah.
Amazing. Cool. So you overhear this whole conversation. Ada is just like spilling her heart to Lou, who's like, yeah, mystic bullshit. Like, the world is confusing. You shouldn't expect to understand it.
Can I like turn her on to get her to chill at least?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Please roll to turn her on.
Okay. I'm
It's
good
the
at that.
opposite of.
Oh man,
Trying
what
to
is
get
with
a nice
these?
even
My
10.
+2 is only giving me 7s.
Oh, a 4 and a 1. I blame Tim. He's somewhere, I swear.
Just enough to calm down, but not enough to be thirsty all night.
Nah,
Yes.
that wasn't my intent anyways.
Okay,
she
cool.
seems like less of a victim than this guy. Have not asked his name yet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So with a 7 to 9, they can either give you a string or choose a reaction. So she is going to get embarrassed and act awkward. She is like gonna suddenly realize that she's been like confiding with you like super close up, and like then suddenly realizes how hot you are and is like, We should like probably get back to the Rush event, right? I'm gonna go over there. Sorry. Thank you for your help.
If you think there's something that we should be investigating, then you have my ear.
I mean, I don't know. I have a weird feeling about them. I don't know. I mean, I think like this might just be from my concussion. I think I fell down at the very end of winter break and like hit my head, and I haven't been remembering things too well ever since. So like,
What happens?
I don't remember. I was at this really cool party, and then I had hash browns, and then I like went upstairs to my room, and then I came out, and I don't know. I woke up on the floor.
At this point, Lee steps through the wall beside her while she's not looking, so that they're just standing there, kind of suddenly, and says, "Were you in Porterhouse?"
Jesus Christ! Fuck! Sorry, God, I didn't see you there.
It happens.
Yeah, that was Porterhouse. That's where I live.
Mm-hmm. And you fell in Porterhouse over winter break?
Yeah, I hit my head.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. The last time I asked someone this, they started yelling a lot, and then everybody got mad at me. So I'm going to try a different tact. And I'm going to let you go about your evening while Lumen and I have a discussion.
Thanks?
No problem.
Okay. She shuffles off to the couch and like squeezes in on the arm of the chair and is like perching there, trying very hard to like just lose herself in this story. Yep. And then Morgan, our queen, founded the MED. God, just get it right, Hermina. The Mu Epsilon Delta Coven. This is where you clap. Yeah. Thank you. I practiced.
Just like enters the room like, yes, thank you. That's me.
Morgan,
Anyway,
address.
my ladies are gonna take care of you for the rest of the rush too. I'll just be there at the end. Ignores.
You have a whole room of rapt eyes.
Well,
You're
let
gonna
me
hand them
turn
off
everyone on then. Well, hello everyone.
Go right ahead.
I mean, I'm in a killer dress after all, you know, like, I ran this party. I'm afraid I'm gonna fail here.
They all really want to impress you.
Good. Well, tell you what, my little darlings, we've already chosen you especially, so now if you could just follow Helena and Hermina's rules, and over the coming week, we'll see which one of you gets to say. The first test is over here, and I'm just gonna leave everybody to, like, the basement. Maybe take Mav's arm? You know we set up some stuff in the basement. Like, creepy wannabe witches.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Yep. Go ahead.
Oh, wait, this is
Part-
for
part-
Ribbit.
part of the
Ribbit needs to participate.
Part of the interview involves a Ouija board.
Yes!
Of course.
Oh,
Of course.
Of course!
Why wouldn't it?
Everybody has to take part in a seance together, okay? Obviously. That's for midnight, though. We have a couple of hours.
This is true. Are you gonna roll?
Oh, yeah.
With
Sorry.
heart? No, go right ahead.
Uh-huh.
Easy succeed. Easy. Okay. So would you like to gain the favor of the crowd in like a less intense way, or single out one person in particular?
Well, I mean, I want to single out Mav.
Woo! All right. Mav, you get a choice here. So because they rolled so well, Morgan gets a string on you.
Great.
And you get to choose a reaction. So you give yourself to her, you promise something that you think she wants, or you get embarrassed and act awkward. Totally up to you.
Well, Morgan, you got me by the arm here. I'll go wherever you want to go. Whatever. Let's do it. Let's go.
Amazing.
Leading everyone to the basement with the two of us at the head. Oh, and Ribbit, of course. I remember to write that down, right?
Oh my god. Yes. Ribbit.
Ribbit.
Did you hear that? Oh my god.
So, Morgan and Mav, Morgan, I imagine you're gonna stand at the door and like, shuffle everyone in. Your two minions, Hermina and Helena, are, taking everyone downstairs and like, woo! Artemis and Aaliyah have turned on the white noise soundtrack, and one of them has like a rain stick that they're like turning over, so it's like whoosh, 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 as people walk down the steps. You've got Mav on your arm, at the top of the stairs. Lee and Lou, you're huddled by the window. Ryoma, I imagine you were sort of hanging back and not like really listening to this Rush story. Or were you into it?
You're still muted, Misaki.
All right. He doesn't really care. So, he's just kind of hanging out in back, just kind of.
What? And I thought that's why you were here.
He was just like eyeing George because of that vision earlier, like wondering what was up with that.
Yeah. George is gonna bring up the caboose, and is the last person from the crowd to sort of like start to walk down the staircase, and passes right in front of you, Morgan and Mav. He, like, gives you a look like, shh. And then walks down the stairs. So now you guys are all the only ones on the top floor. The Bud comes back. The door opens, and the security guard is like, "Hey, so cool. Everyone's gone. I see you cleared it out. I knew you could do it, Morgan. My girl, are these like your housemates? These people good to stay? Hey, what's up? Hi, buddy."
Of course. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yes. I'm sure the dean informed you.
Yeah. He said, a couple people were good to stay.
And these are the couple of people.
Cool. So, actually, yep. He's getting a little like, he's wearing AirPods, of course, like a cool guy, and it's like someone has just called his phone. He's like, "Oh, hold on," pulls that up. "Siri, answer the phone. Siri, God damn it." Hello? Hello? Oh, pairing. Yeah, hi. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm at the house. Remind them about the meeting tomorrow? Okay, yeah. I got it. What? There's a kitten stuck in a tree on Pine? Oh my god, I'm on my way over there. Morgan? Dispatcher just wanted to remind you, there was a call from your mother. She says, don't forget that your dry cleaning is ready for your big meeting tomorrow. And he rushes out the door. So, Morgan, you were told by the dean and the assistant dean that if you wanted to start the sorority, number one, it would have to be co-ed. And number two, you would have the chance to present your proposal to the school's board of directors at their quarterly meeting. And that meeting is tomorrow at noon. So, yeah, I mean, the information for it is like online and stuff. But that's dry cleaning is
So I can dress up and impress, of course.
yeah. All right, I gotta go get
So
this
like
kitten.
your mom,
Goodbye, officer.
calls the dean, and then the dean calls the officer. Then the officer tells you that your mom called
Yep.
about dry.
Mother, I told you not to call me while I'm doing things.
Is your
That's
mom
the
like an
worst.
important like CEO or something?
No, her mom called campus security to deliver messages because she knows that Morgan doesn't pick up her phone.
I'm a queen, and my mother's also a queen. Thank you.
Chad is the best right now. Oh, the Morgan stands are out in full force, and we love it.
The Yarwood family likes to crush. It's familial.
Great. So yeah, if you Google, you know, or if you open your phone, there's a little ding on it, and it's got a reminder from your mother as well.
Oh, I'll send one of the girls to pick that up. While I'm getting ready tomorrow.
Perfect. Another ding pops up. Ding ding. It's your mom has sent a picture of your mom has sent a picture of the board meeting flyer, which is a picture, you know, a PDF. It's got an image of the full board of directors. Their hair looking good, and but it's got like your face over all of the white space. So like as a frame around it, it looks like maybe she paid someone $5 on Fiverr to like put this together for her. You've got a little crown on.
Thanks,
it says, kill it, sweetie.
Oh my god, it's the mom. It's Regina's mom. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for this.
You're so
She's a
welcome.
cool mom.
You're so welcome. Yeah, she's a cool mom.
I'm a cool mom.
Lee, if you would like, do your little, well, I guess you're anywhere. Where would you like to go? The world is your oyster.
So I am talking to Lumen, and I look at them and I say, what kind of vibe? Is that what you're all saying? Vibe? Did you get with the Ada woman?
Confused.
Confused, yes, me too.
She seems like she's been through something interesting, something on our side of the veil, if you know what I mean.
I do, I know exactly what you mean. Now, you may have forgotten this, you may have blocked it from your mind. I understand it was an eventful day for you with Blue Jay and everything. Do you remember during winter break when we saw all the men with the bags and the things coming out of Porterhouse into the truck and then flying away, driving away?
Yes, I was perturbed by that Corvid, but
Oh, absolutely. I know this about you.
Love them.
But yeah.
Mhm.
Do you think it's all related? Do you think there's something actionable that we can do here?
Well, I think it's possible that the Ada woman and the George man their circumstances are connected in some way. I don't know if she murdered him in a horrible passion, or if he murdered her in a horrible passion and she's also a ghost, or if they both murdered each other and it was passionate. But there's a lot of passion and a lot of ghosts.
Is Ada a ghost?
We don't know yet.
Out of character? Okay.
The feeling you're getting is no.
Okay. I was about to say, because I feel like I would have gotten that off the void check.
Yeah.
Not vibe checks and void checks.
Void checks.
Void check. Amazing. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So where Ada went downstairs with everyone, with George as well?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But the door opens, and you see
it's the bird.
A feature like creeping out, kind of looking around, and then sees you, and he's gonna run back over to you. It's George. You're his security person now. Like, he doesn't know how to function without you. He feels weird, and he's like, Lee, you weren't down there. Wait, am I not supposed to be up here? Sorry.
You can be
Wait,
up here.
sorry, guys.
You can go to so many places. Nope, you're fine, George. It's all good. We're all figuring it out. Everything is A-okay. George, how do you know Ada? Do you know Ada? Have you met?
Yeah, Ada's my RA at Porter. Wait, shit. No, I don't live at Porter. I think so.
Ada's a cop.
Cops! Interesting.
I think she was my RA.
All right. When you are near her, does it stir any kind of memories about your life when you were alive and not dead, being a ghost?
Dude, everything does. This whole fucking place. I don't know how you can stand it. Everything is just
it's
so much.
It's a constant nightmare. No, I understand completely. After a while, it just all goes away, and it's just a vague fog with sparks of light. But you're not there yet, and it's fine, and it's okay to have these feelings.
Lee, how did you deal with people forgetting you?
There is a long pause, and then Lee says, "Yes, well, let's find Ada."
Wait.
And just completely glasses over the question.
Wait! Mav, Morgan, Rielma, is there anything you guys would like to do before they head back into the basement?
Is my like guy still around? Did I lose him?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Your
He was
attaché.
like, he begrudgingly went into the basement because both Artemis and Aaliyah like pulled him off of you, but he was like, "I'll be back, my beloved."
Okay, good.
It's definitely waiting for you. But let's see. If George has been out of the basement for a little bit, Ada's gonna follow. So she's gonna pop back up the stairs. Morgan, Mav, you are hanging out there at the top. You let the one guy pass.
Totally paying attention to the froggy more than anybody.
Yeah, Mav is
mean,
paying attention.
Why wouldn't you?
Mav is
Like-
paying attention to their frog. Morgan, you're paying attention to this like monstrosity of graphic design that your mother has just sent you.
Is that like graphic design is my passion meme?
It's gotta be.
Yes.
My mom is trying really hard to be cool, okay? Really hard! Way too hard. She needs to chill.
Ada's gonna come upstairs and like hear you explaining this and be like, "Oh, yeah. Wait, mine does that too. What'd she do now?" It's like
Oh my god.
clearly
look
looking
at
around
this
for
picture
people.
she sent me. Just really look at this. I mean, like, I know I'm a queen, but this is ridiculous.
Wait, that woman. I've seen her before. And she points at a figure right in the center, who is clearly the most important. She is wearing a fancy suit jacket, a very large amber ring on one finger, which is draped across the other. Her knees are crossed. She is a lanky-looking, dark-skinned black woman with short cropped hair and a piercing look in her eyes. And she's like, I've seen her. Or maybe on TV. She's just so beautiful. I can't... Wait, where did he go? Where's George? George!
Well, wait, here's my
Check
frog.
downstairs.
So Lee and George are standing within earshot of this, right? Right, this is happening
Oh,
upstairs.
absolutely.
Um,
Yeah, everyone
um,
can hear everything.
And Lee looks over at Ada, and then at George. This is okay. You two clearly have some kind of bond connecting you. Ada,
Yeah,
here we
Hi.
are.
hey, I don't think we've... Hey. What's up?
We met earlier.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I'm distracted.
It happens. I seem to just slip the mind. You and George. What's the history there? How do you two know each other?
I'm gonna sidle up and listen to this because I'm bored of my phone and Mav is just paying attention to Ribbon.
It seems like you've blue screened her mind. She doesn't
I
have
know this.
anything to say. And so she's going to turn and just run out the door. And she's running all the way into the darkness.
Lee looks. I feel like we get the cartoon puff of smoke behind someone who's run very fast out of the scene, and then Lee pauses and then looks at Morgan.
What did you say to her?
I simply asked what her relationship was to George. What did you say to her?
Which one's George? The
Hi.
dead? The one from earlier?
Mm-hmm. The guy. Where's the guy who fell on everybody?
He's still about somewhere. He might have gone back downstairs.
He's somewhere
I'm not-
precarious. Ryoma, are you like hanging from the chandelier? You're muted.
Misaki, yeah, there you go.
No, he's just like kind of. He wants to try to talk to George alone because of what he saw.
Ooh.
But
Okay, well, if you wanna grab him and have a conversation, you can go ahead and do that.
yeah, well, I guess we'll go ahead and do that.
Cool. He's like, oh, hey, dude, yeah, what's up?
It's like, hey, so did you? And he came from Porterhouse, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay. Don't worry about it. Are you all right? Like you fell a long way.
I'm fine. But what's the? Did you live there before or something? Like, why did you come over here?
Yeah, so like I did live there, and then it's like looking at Lee like, am I supposed to tell him this? And then one day all my stuff was gone and I'm not sure why. But like I don't know, I've been trying to leave ever since, and then I heard people going to this party tonight, and I went with them, and I got here. I got here, and then you fell on me, and that was like the most exciting thing that's happened to me in a long time. God, what is time? Yeah. Am I making sense?
So me falling on top of you was the most exciting thing that has ever happened to you. Are you sure you're not forgetting anything?
Do you want to gaze into the abyss to see if you can tell if he's forgetting anything?
Oh, sure.
Okay, go ahead and roll me dark.
9.
Ooh, a partial success. Okay, so you get like vague visions. A dog is barking. We see. So your question is like if he's had memory loss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's definitely like a blank space there. It's confusing as to like how far back it is, but like you see his life in reverse. You see, you saw him walking up to the house earlier when you looked into the abyss, and now you see the reverse. So he goes back to Porter. He's in there. He's, like pacing the floors. He's going up and down the stairs, up and down. He starts walking the hallways, and he starts walking the rooms, and he just like walks through the walls, room to room. It's empty, and then there's a blank spot. And then before that, he's at another party. He's downstairs. He's talking to people. He's full of life. There's snow everywhere. There's just like keeps clouding your vision. There's snow, snow, snow. But at that dark spot, there's like an amber glow around the edges. And the darkness in your mind.
Oh, and was it snowing earlier too?
It was, but this is a lot of
I'm
snow.
not sure. Okay.
Yeah, it's like part of your vision. Like there's so much snow. But yeah, he's like hoping that he pleased you.
Okay, so after Ryoma gets the vision, he asks, "So you walk through walls?"
Wait, shit. You you saw me? When?
Like just now.
I fuck, I need to be more careful. I didn't realize. I don't know. I kind of just space out, and then sometimes I'm places that I don't think I should be. That would kind of explain it. I don't know, man. I've learned a lot tonight. Wait,
Is
he looks up at you as if he's seeing you anew. He like turns his head to the side, and then the other side. He's like, "Oh my God, you're like me."
what do you mean?
You're you're one of us. You're like me and Lee. You're dead.
I mean, I did have a little bit of lapse
No,
of a little bit of
no.
time.
No, you're totally. Oh my God. That's why you know I can do this stuff. I gotta learn from you. I gotta learn everything. When did it happen? Like, how long did it take to, like, get to talk to people again? Who stole your things? Man, when do I get my stuff back? I want my goddamn lightsabers.
Wait. So you think I'm a ghost?
I mean, I'm getting a vibe from you, buddy. And it's not alive.
I mean, I could probably show you by walking through that door or trying to, and I'll probably hit it. I'm not a ghost.
No, Lee, come here. Tell this guy that he's
Yes.
dead. Like you did to me.
Yeah. No. He. Do you not? Oh. Hmm. And Lee looks at Ryoma. When I saw you leap from the balcony earlier, like a madman possessed, I assumed you knew about your situation. You're one of us.
It's like I just got a feeling to jump. I don't know why I just did it.
The the place that we inhabit beyond life. Some call it death, some call it undeath. It varies wildly, much like life. Some of us tend to come back in incorporeal forms. Some of us can walk through walls. Some of us can fly. Some of us start to feel less substantial over nearly 100 years walking around a school that is closed until suddenly it finally opens, and you find, strangely enough, not more living people, but more dead people. I truly wasn't expecting it. But you, yes, you're some version of the beyond. I could have told you that from the beginning. I'm so sorry.
One of the few things I remember is my childhood, and then me waking up for my dad doing something. And I don't remember anything before that. And after I was like maybe 20 years old.
So, for time's sake and clarity's sake, I'm going to cut to kind of game mechanics here. I have a string on you, Masaki, that I know how Ryoma died. What happened?
Should I roll? Or do you want to see if I remember it?
I would leave that up to Guilty.
So are you asking
I
what
Jeff,
happened, or you're Jeff? Okay.
Yeah,
So
Jeff,
you
am
wanna-
asking Masaki what happened. Yeah, because Lee knows.
I mean,
Yeah. Ryoma, I can fill this one. Ryoma was killed by someone he trusted, someone he thought he loved. But he got caught up in an intergenerational turf war gang battle, and the girl that he loved betrayed him. She chose family over him.
Oh shit.
Ryoma, would you say that's fair?
mhm.
Was she the one who killed him, or was she? Okay. What was? Oh, I guess. I think for drama's sake, we'll say that Lee heard her name. What was her name?
Sayako.
Sayako. So Lee looks at Ryoma and says, I see a lot of things happen in this school. I've seen a great deal of it over 80 years now. This is going to be hard. Probably harder than George's thing, which I'm so sorry for this. The woman, Sayako. You remember her?
Yes, I do. I don't know anything. I went out with her and went to arcades and stuff, but that's all I can remember. I don't know why I lost touch with her.
Well, I don't know what an arcade is, but I do know why you lost touch with her. George, can you give us a minute? Do you mind just?
Yeah,
Alright, thank you.
I'll chill over
Mhm.
here.
Yes, go read a Star War. Sayako is the one who killed you.
How did she kill me? If that's because I know for a fact I'm mad at her.
Lee, not having boundaries, reaches forward and puts a hand on Ryoma's chest where he was stabbed.
Ooh.
Oh, should I? I think I should peer into the.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, gaze into the abyss. Well, actually, he just
do you
told
want me
you
to?
everything you need to know. How are you feeling? Like, is Ryoma freaking out right now?
He's kind of just. So does it just all rush back finally,
Yeah.
or should?
Yeah, everything makes sense. You feel like this fits.
So he feels, well, number one, betrayed, and then he feels kind of like anger. Like now he's like thinking about it, and if she's still around, he would probably go after her because he just feels that amount of anger towards her for betraying her or betraying him.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know. Do you feel like punching something or crying or jumping off a building?
I mean, he already did that, but sort of.
Go for a backflip this time.
Do a backflip.
I would say
roll.
he probably wouldn't like yell or anything. He would probably just internalize it. Like maybe Lee sees like this glare in his eye.
He's gonna try and keep his cool.
Like, yeah, he just sort of has like a glare, and then I don't know.
All right. Please.
Best thing I could describe is murderous intent.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for cold for me then to keep your cool, to see if any of that murderous intent pops out.
Okay.
And we're just gonna hop back super quick just to see what's going on with Morgan and Mav.
Oh, did it roll?
Oh, did it? Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So with a partial success, your actions will leave you vulnerable. So you don't do anything, but like Lee can see every thought that's going through your head. Like more so than you usually like your emotions to be clear. Lee knows. So you can choose to either like give in and just fucking punch a wall, or like let Lee see you go on this emotional, vulnerable journey of keeping yourself calm.
Maybe I would say he just punches the wall super hard.
Amazing. All right.
Excuse me. Do you know how much
Morgan, they're
work I put in to
defacing
get
your
this house? How many hours I've already put in, and I have to do that meeting tomorrow? Do not.
Lee turns around and looks straight into Morgan's eyes and says, "Nope, not this one. No, not this."
Seeing Lee do
Roll
that,
me.
I'm gonna be like, Morgan, like, it's okay. Like, he just got some things to work through. All right? Let him work through it.
I suppose we can repaint the room.
Yeah, I think green is a really good color, or purple, or red like my frog. I don't know. That's just me though.
Well, I'm sure we can find a paint to match a ribbit.
At this, the door opens and an excited whole bunch of new little pledges come upstairs. They have a shiny pin on their lapel. They're like wide-eyed because they've been in the dark downstairs, and their like eyes are adjusting to like lamps. They all look like Lumen when he first showed up on campus, like light. And they're like thanking Hermina and Artemis and Aaliyah and Helena, and they're heading for the door, and they all curtsy or bow or like otherwise flourish their bodies towards you, Morgan, as they leave. And
Good.
yes, they're like, "Madam President, good night."
Clearly, my little group did a proper job training these rushes.
Everyone filters out into the cold, and you're left in a big empty house with some emotionally unhinged weirdos. A big important meeting tomorrow. George is gonna like peace out, say, bye y'all. Lee, I just want to know when the forgetting gets easier. You don't have to tell me now.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, I mean, if I don't have to think about it, I tend to try to not think about it.
I just didn't expect it to happen so fast. Like, that Ada's the only person who's recognized me, man. I knew all these people. Everyone on my hall. No one knows me anymore. I'm free. Yeah, it's been a long night. I'm sorry. You've already given me so much. I'm just gonna, like, take a room and... I don't know. Do we sleep? I'm gonna go take a nap.
Just there's things worse than death, and I grabbed the dude's ass that has been hanging out with me all night.
Well, we'll never see him again.
He sticks by your side after bowing to Morgan. He like zips up and around by you. George goes upstairs and goes to turn in for a nap. It's been a long night. You guys have uncovered a freaking mystery. You have unraveled a lot of stuff. I'm just gonna
There's
ask
some dead people everywhere.
There's dead people everywhere. I'm gonna ask you for like over the next week, what is one more thing that you want to accomplish? Given your various resources, and you can ask for anything and I will consider it. But everyone's gonna turn in for now. But before the end of the board meeting season.
As I retire, I believe Mav never got a room officially, so I mean,
no, they
if
didn't.
you would like to share mine.
I mean, yeah.
Our couple,
like,
I mean, obviously.
I never got a room. I think I locked myself out of my dorm room.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can share. I'm sure there's room.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
In my like super nice bed too.
Just fucking.
I paid it to have it delivered.
Yeah. Okay. I assume y'all at least snuggle.
I mean, I think that's one way of putting it, yeah.
There's some snuggling.
There's some snuggling.
Okay. Then I'm gonna let you both use your sex move.
Oh no! Okay.
I'm very curious as
Morgan,
to what your move is. I want to know.
When you have sex with someone, they gain the condition.
One of my gang.
One of you. Yeah, one of them. One of us.
Fuck.
While the condition remains, they count as part of your gang.
Literally, my goal this whole time was like, Mav will become part of my gang. I need Mav to belong to my gang for popularity's sake. Thank you.
Fuck you.
Yes.
Okay, so...
Yes, that's the plan.
All right.
Tell me your move. I want to know.
So, when you have sex, the person you were with gains a string on you. And if you tell anybody, I mark experience.
Okay, so I have another string on you.
If you gossip about Mav,
I will tell
powerful.
everyone.
They get more powerful. Oh no.
So Mav will get more powerful, but I will also get more powerful because everybody wants Mav, and if I have Mav, I have more power. So
Oh my
true.
god,
I don't
it
see
is
what
a
the
power
downside
couple.
is.
Oh,
Damn.
no.
This is a dangerous combo.
This is
Yes, it is. And of course, Ribbit, our child. Our child.
Wait,
Ribbit.
when did it become our? I don't know.
Just now.
It's joint custody thing.
All right,
Just now.
you're right.
he
Morgan
became
is
part of
like
my
Ribbit
gang.
is part of the gang. I've deemed it. Make it so.
we were talking before about like how Ribbit was gonna be maybe the mascot.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they are.
Well,
turns out
Okay.
There we go. There we go.
All right.
the
Beautiful.
Mu Epsilon Delta mascot Ribbit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna come back to you guys on what you want to get accomplished this week. Does anyone else know?
I was hoping for like an opposite heel turn where I became not a monster and became like a good real
Ooh.
person, but I feel like there was not an opportunity for that, so I'm just going to continue to be a monster.
So,
And
so
I take this poor drunk man that was obsessed with me tonight, and I lead him out to the moonlit glade, and I have sex with him and sacrifice him to the moon entity. There's nothing stopping me from doing this.
Absolutely not. So he follows you willingly, drunk on love more than anything. He's really sobered up at this point. He's just adores you because you are everything he's dreamed about since he started reading the Lamplight Chronicles.
Oh no.
You're making his dreams come true.
You're making
He'll die
his
happy.
dreams absolutely come true. You lead him into the little clearing. The moon is obscured by a cloud, but as soon as you two start to get intimate, the cloud moves and the moon shines bright on your glorious bodies. And then a glowing form emerges. The moon is suddenly obscured again, and a glowing form walks out from behind a tree in the glade as you're, lying together, with your little post-coital snuggle. The glowing form of the moon god X looks down at you like a proud parental figure. Smiles, nods to themselves.
I turn into my monstrous moth form and eat them alive, and they cease to exist.
There you go.
They don't become a ghost. They don't become anything. They
No.
never existed.
They never existed. And they loved every second of it. Ryoma, you just got a bomb dropped on you. What would you like to do?
Sorry.
Exactly.
I would probably want to have more run-ins to my hunger. I'm just getting more and more like I guess death-defying.
Okay. Yeah. You're like, I'm not going to deal with this murder thing, that compartmentalizing. I'm going to go do some stunts. Tell me about the most exciting one that you try to pull off. Is it a jump? Is it a heist? I don't fucking know.
What's that term? I think it'd be pretty cool if I surfed on a car on a highway to
Hell yeah.
Also I want to do something with the fox that I befriended.
Oh my god, right? You have a friend Fox. Okay, so you are vibing with your friend Fox. There are a whole bunch of fancy cars that are showing up on campus the next morning because, as the security officer told you, there's a board meeting, and the people who raised all the money to reopen the school are showing up on campus, and they park their nice cars in the parking lot, and then at lunchtime they leave to go out to a restaurant, get onto the highway, and it's only then when other cars are honking at them that they realize they look up at the sunroof and there are feet. But Ryoma, as you make it off campus, your heart, your yearning gets stronger for the girl who broke your heart, and you feel like you're headed her direction. Do you want to continue that way, or you want to turn back?
I'll probably continue that way.
All right, so you're just gonna ride this car until the feeling goes away, and then hop off before, like the side of a highway exit, and you walk off into the snowy sunset to like chase a feeling for now. Lee, what would you like to do?
So, for the past 80 years, Lee has haunted the campus of Gilbert College, which only just recently actually reopened.
Mm-hmm.
They've spent a lot of time walking around looking at things as their sphere of influence kind of widened over time. Watching, blue jays and moths and people, they have felt that forgetfulness of what life is. In death, that connection to life has severed and has started to drift away. And through this college reopening, they've had this connection, this possibility to see more life by standing in the back of classrooms, staring at the back of people's heads, floating through walls to, watch Morgan sleep, just to see what living people who sleep look like.
Like you do.
Typical ghost stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna watch anybody sleep, it should be me. I mean, honestly.
She immediately takes it as a compliment. Best sleeper.
Thank you.
Mav doesn't know why, but they roll over in their sleep and like roll their eyes.
But it's only now with George, someone who is sharing a similar event and a similar experience to them, that through teaching George how to be dead, they start to understand the life that they are living beyond the grave.
Oh.
And so they spend the next, at least for now, for this epilogue, the next week being like, okay, so this is how you float through walls. This is how you fly.
Does George become a force ghost?
Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. And all this time, George is telling them like all about Star Wars. Explain me your Star Wars.
This is the greatest.
So
romance.
they just become the ghost apprentice and the ghost Padawan and the ghost master.
I love it. Oh, you're teaching them how to ghost. Perfect. I think just you're floating along and you're checking out all these places, showing George all of this stuff that like living people don't really know about on campus because it's got a lot of history and it's got a lot of places. But when you get to the old main building, the like the oldest building on campus where it's now the student center and everything, you're showing them the the little service tunnels that the staff uses to take food from cafeteria to cafeteria. But there's another door there that hasn't been there before, and you guys you float through it, and you end up in this dark, earthy area. It seems like catacombs. This entranceway definitely wasn't open to you before, but for some reason now you've been able to get through. So, good job teaching George how to ghost. Good deeds are rewarded with mysteries.
Nice.
I feel that he needs to learn how to do kinesis and that he gets like
Yes.
a nerdgasm. Like, I use the force.
Oh, yeah. He's so excited. Finally,
definitely
Matt. Oh,
teach-
sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, no, I was just gonna say I definitely teach George the importance of just knocking books off shelves and stuff like that. They hate it when we do this. Watch this.
The cats.
Or just move the TVs like about 5 degrees so it's unnoticeable, but eventually it'll go all the way.
Oh, no. I love it. All right. Let's do Mav. Mav, you wake up refreshed.
Oh,
Ribbit is like on the nightstand across from you, kind of like, sup.
wait, did Rivet talk to me?
I mean, did Ribbit talk to you? Unclear. Unclear. But
Fuck.
Morgan is definitely still in bed. But you're up with the birds and the frog. And the whole week is ahead of you. What would you like to do? What are your priorities?
Okay, I guess my priority would be to. This is gonna sound, I guess, fucked up now. Whatever, doesn't matter.
Monster Hearts, babe.
This is Monster Hearts.
Keep it feral.
I'm gonna like. Okay, then like leave, and then all week I'm gonna be trying to impress my crush Rosalind.
Oh no!
Rosalind?
The fucking player! Mav!
Yes.
Are you impressing her by flaunting Morgan? Or are you impressing her by like pretending you don't care about Morgan having claimed you?
Probably I would be pretending that I wouldn't care, and then also like yo, my fucking frog. I think it talked to me. Like, you're into that thing,
my
right?
goodness.
Like,
yeah. All right. To fill everyone else in, Rosalind is another student on campus. She is also quite goth, like Morgan. She is also quite into the occult, like Morgan.
Very high goth capita at this school.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
uh-huh.
it was.
Yeah.
It's closed and haunted.
A type.
Yep. She also considers herself like Morgan. She, unlike Morgan, actually has witch powers. But
I will recruit her and make her one of my gang just to get back at you. Wait,
okay. I
don't
mean,
need
it
a
really
real
wouldn't be
witch in my
getting back at me.
I don't need a real witch in my gang. She's just gonna crush me. That's bad.
oh,
Yeah, that's true,
No.
Too much crushing talk at this point.
All right. Well, Mav, I'm gonna ask you to do one last roll. Please roll hot for me. We'll
Okay,
just see
I'm
how
a little nervous.
successful you are.
I've only rolled hot.
Oh my god.
I'm fine with it.
Hey.
I'll take an 8.
Partial succeed. Okay. All right. Yeah. You get a string on Roz.
Yes.
They think you're cool and you can use that in the future. All right, finally Morgan. Morgan.
You just waiting to
wake
be
up.
in the same PC game. You're like, yes.
I know.
You wake up, Mav is gone, Ribbit is gone. You feel good.
Well, the first thing I'm gonna do is super prepare for that meeting. But when I
Absolutely.
get back from it, I'm gonna find Lee. I know Lee is somewhere around. Lee is always somewhere around, and I'm gonna get that story out of Lee. I don't know what was going on that night. I was like worried about the rush, but what the? Is that person dead? Like, are there more? What is happening?
Lee, because it's the epilogue, Lee says, oh yeah, they're a ghost. You know about the ghosts, right? There's so many ghosts here. And then they're gonna lean in to Morgan and they're gonna say, you know about the ghosts, right?
Why do you think I picked this house? Period piece. Huh?
I'm just making sure that I know where we're at because you suddenly walked into my house and then you said it was your house. And then I'm just, I've lived here for about 80 years. And so I kind of assumed you got the whole deal.
Yeah. Dead people can't own houses, so this is my house, but you can stay here.
Well, hey, as long as I can stay, that's fine. How are you?
You
What
clearly
happened with
weren't
Mav?
listening during the rush speech, because we
I wasn't.
clearly said we picked this house for Mu Epsilon Delta because it is haunted.
Okay. So what you're saying is that I'm doing you a big favor, and I'm thinking maybe I cash in on that a little bit by asking you how things went with Mav. What was that like? Did you have a good time?
Yes. Well, I did. You can have all the sordid details, and Mav, you get experience from that?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
From me telling a ghost about the time we slept together. Yeah.
That's great. That's awesome. Thank you.
Just keeping you in mind, honey.
All right. So Morgan, you earlier that day, you put on the freshly pressed and delivered outfit from your mother. You get your girls on either arm. You get your backup gang behind. You all roll up to Old Main, and you might feel a little nervous. There's a lot of fancy people here, like important people here. But you go in, you do your presentation. It goes pretty well. They seem open to the idea of a, co-ed sorority on campus. A little thrown off by you calling the Winchester House the Winch House, but like whatever. Winch House, Witch House. But yeah, you think it goes pretty well. And as you're leaving, a certain tall, dark woman catches your eye. And with her very golden,
Oh yeah, that lady. Yes.
gleaming look, yes. Well, her eyes are dark, but you could swear for a second they were gold. She looks you up and down and says, "Good luck." You
Wait, was good luck the only thing she said? Because I didn't hear anything in between there.
No, it was a pregnant pause. Good luck, Ms. Morgan. I hope you will be discerning in your members. That house has a lot of history, important history that
Yes, I've
I
looked
hope you
into
will
it.
honor.
Thank you.
She nods and turns back to the table.
This is the lady from the picture, right?
It is indeed the one that Ada pointed out.
Well, it's nice to know I'm catching the attention of the right people.
It is indeed. And with that, the sun will set on another eventful week at Gilbert College. Y'all were so nice, so good, so chaotic.
Chaos!
I
What
mean,
we're
yeah,
here
you
for.
ate a person, but like...
Chaos!
I was just sexy and then ate somebody. That was all that I did.
You weren't sexy and you ate somebody. You also played some music.
Yeah.
Who can ask for
Yeah.
more?
You
Yeah.
absolutely did.
I'm
Thank
kind
you
of
so
proud
much
of being
for
useless
playing,
to the story
players.
in this one.
So, when can we come back
Not
to
at
Gilbert
all.
College?
Whenever schedules
If you don't make that face, I know
allow.
you're trying to get in a game with that witch. Hmm.
I mean, yes.
No, absolutely no pressure, but you are now part of the expanded Gilbert universe. You are welcome back whenever. And there's a total of 10 people and like 5 NPCs in this entire universe, in the Gilbertverse, exactly. But you are a very important part of it, so thank you so much for
Yay.
playing. Can you plug yourselves once more? I'm so sorry we went over time. Thank you so much for sticking around late. Maybe let's start opposite direction with Ryoma. Tell people where they can find you, and I'll pop your links in chat, or what they will find there.
I just gotta hopefully it doesn't. All right, that's loud.
Hello.
But I just wanted. But you can find me on Twitter at Masaki OTTY. Also, you can find my YouTube channel on the same thing. It's Masaki _TTY. And also I have a TikTok, well, 2. I do like gaming and basically shit posting on one, and then the other one's just like politics stuff.
Cool.
Which the gaming one is Masaki TTY, and the other one's Masaki Politics, which is spelled with K.
Very cool. Follow Masaki. Show him all the love. Do the things. Watch their everythings. I want to see these cool Japanese videos. Japanese game videos.
Oh, I have some good ones.
All right.
To
I will
play.
be tagging out the YouTube. Void. Where can I find you? What do you do?
I'm Void. I do a bunch of stuff. You can find me streaming video games on twitch.tv/VoidCatGaming on Monday and Tuesday. Doing TTRPG or crafting on Saturdays. This Saturday, we're doing an episode of Occultation, which is the supernatural mystery game I wrote. And Caitlin will be thirsty on main, so come watch.
Woo! Yes.
And I also am part of the There Are Four Hosts podcast, which you can find at podcast places to talk about Star Trek. It is a There Are Four Lights joke. Yes, thank you. And Couch Command podcast as well. So find me in the places. Voidcat Gaming everywhere.
Go give them all the
Or
love.
Kiwi.
Kiwi.
I exist. I don't stream. I normally watch other people stream, but now you're looking at me today. So you're welcome. And
Thank you.
I know.
This is the one time you are allowed to perceive them. Enjoy it.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything to plug. Watch Total Party Chill on Mondays at 7 p.m. Pacific time.
Kiwi is a lovely mod.
Where Guilty plays The Veil, also with other people, amazing people. Tim Nerds Out, Keith, Liv in a Day, John, and Alex /Cobalt Gear. I mod for them, so
They do.
yeah. If you want to support me, support them. That's it.
Thank you. Devin.
Hey, you can find me at Devin Decibel on Twitter. You should check out my band, the Y Axes. It's like synthy, hype, indie rock sort of. Also, I make podcasts. I made a podcast called Flight of Magic, which is an actual play. And I have a new actual play coming out probably next month or so that I'm GMing. So follow me on Twitter and look out for that.
Nice. And I listen to
Also,
you...
I make music for it.
Nice.
It has an original soundtrack made by me.
Nice.
I listened to the album that you said was Monsterhearty today, and it was so Monsterhearty. It's amazing. It's on Spotify.
Hell
Everyone
yeah.
should go listen.
Hell yeah.
You'll know it's got a beast on the cover.
It's a dog.
All right. Well, I mean, it kind of looks like it could be a werewolf.
It's a Shiba. I mean, you could be a were-Shiba.
Yeah, you totally wear sheeps. Finally, Many Eyes Design, Jeff.
Hi, my name is Jeff Ellis. You can follow me on Twitter at Many Eyes Design. I have a couple more TTRPG and kind of like sci-fi fantasy projects coming out. Unfortunately, they're like pretty sure they're all under NDA still, and haven't like fully been announced. Other than that, I mostly scream about human rights and make dick jokes. So if you like those things, come hang out. Come, follow me and see the stuff that I say.
Do it.
Yeah, and that's it.
Amazing. Thank you. And again, thank you to all my players. I'm Guilty. I have been your MC. I stream here and on Total Party Chill on Mondays. And I just want to give another huge thank you to everyone in the chat. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the heckin' love for us and for the players and for the simping, all of it. Amazing, wonderful. Keep simping for Morgan and everyone. And
You can't say that on this website.
No, you just can't type it.
Oh, my bad.
Well, maybe I can't say it. All right, I'll keep shrimping.
Delete the VOD.
Keep
Yes,
shrimping,
keep
y'all.
shrimping. Perfect. Yep.
We will see you next time. Have a great evening. Bye.